Y'all know what it is. Y'all know who it is, man. It's your boy Pharaoh the God. Always on a motherfucking job. I got 5. Let's talk. Real talk. Um, Today's topics. It's really not about topics today. Today is more about, me going through some of the content that I had put down before. And really to talk about Michael Jackson and how Disney got the ball rolling on bringing about his downfall, his fall from grace, or just bringing about all the negativity because of who he was. As we know, the same thing was done to a lot of people like Bill Cosby for trying to buy NBC. But we also know that in this country of America, we know that a lot of people that ain't gonna allow black people to buy things or to have total control of it. And with that being said, it's that time again to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell another motherfucking friend, to share, like, and subscribe to this shit. Don't miss out on this shit. And smash that notification button, hit that first bell, be notified when I go up. Always be alerted about my content. And go back and look at some of the old videos, man. And show some love, you know what I'm saying? But with that being said, I appreciate it. And if y'all looked at the reel that I did on Michael Jackson and Disney, you will see that Michael Jackson was in the works to buy everything Marvel. Everything Marvel. Marvel, Close Encounters, E.T. And these are things that he was buying, not things like he was buying the catalog. So, like, we hear a lot about when rappers sell their catalog. They sell their catalog because whoever owns the catalog could do whatever they want to it. Make movies out of it based off the story, whatever. There's a lot of money in owning somebody's catalog because you already have somebody's idea. You already have somebody's idea. So what you need to do, if you are one with good ideas, you know what I'm saying, what you would do is you would elaborate on these ideas that you already purchased. You know what I'm saying? So by you purchasing these ideas, these thoughts, you know where you can go with this. You know how far you can go with this. This is why people sell their catalogs. Not so much as in they never really done it with music, but being in music, some of these people that own these catalogs of music, the storytelling in it is so vivid and so good. If you have the imagination and you own this person's catalog, you can make a movie based off a piece of that catalog that you own, control, and operate. So, despite what everybody thinks about Michael Jackson, he was a pedophile, he was this, he was that. Where does all that come from? What was going on during him being the king of pop and him being called a pedophile? What happened? What triggered? What was he doing? And this is the rabbit hole that some of us got to go down. We got to go look for some of this stuff. We have to go, bring out the actual facts of what people do so people will start waking up and for their ideas. But what Michael Jackson did, he called his buddy. It was a white guy, probably a Jew, called his buddy and told him he wants to go back and look at the short dubbed Michael Jackson, the latest one. You'll hear the audio. The man interviews Michael Jackson's buddy, and he tells him, he says, man, from my understanding, you put together the financial backing that Michael Jackson needed. He got all the money, put all his assets and everything that the Michael Jackson estate needed in order to buy Marvel, Close Encounters, E.T., to buy the catalog, not the movie, the catalog. He set it in place, and he outbid Disney. I mean, Disney didn't want to do it. He was, he was basically trying to, he put the money out there. But what happened was Disney started coming out. Well, I can't necessarily say Disney, but right before Michael Jackson was to finalize the situation to buy Marvel, the comic catalog, the movies, that means everything, Close Encounters, and E.T., there was reports that he started to do pedophilia and he used to be involved in sexual predatorial stuff, which he was never found guilty of. But strangely, what happened was Disney, or Disneyland, ended up buying the catalog to Marvel and everything. They ended up buying Close Encounters. They ended up buying E.T., the same things that Michael Jackson wanted to buy. The same exact stuff. Now, given this time Michael Jackson is the king of pop. Why wouldn't they sell him anything? That's the whole thing. If Michael Jackson is the king of pop, he blowing up. He getting his chili. Why wouldn't nobody or anybody want to sell him anything? They would want to sell him things, but the only reason why they wouldn't want to sell him anything is because of bad publicity. Michael Jackson had women fainting across this globe at concerts. I'm talking about literally fainting. Madonna. Mike was like the Tupac of his time. Madonna wanted him. Dennis Rodman was like the Tupac of his time. Madonna wanted him. Queen Elizabeth wanted him. Princess Diana wanted him. And the list goes on and on. Now, if you said Prince was on some pedophilia shit, like, yeah, he had bad bitches, but that nigga was doing a whole lot of gay shit. He was doing a whole lot of such shit to make you be like, this nigga got the chaps with the ass out. This nigga wearing a blouse. This nigga got shoulder pads. Nigga sus, man. He heavily bisexual. But Mike, the nigga just had moves. The nigga had the moves, man. You know what I mean? But it came out that Mike was a pedophile. You feel me? Stuck for life. May those that put out that energy on Mike be rewarded for their failures. But yeah, man, Michael Jackson set out to own Marvel. And Disney tarnished his career. It's crazy because they did the same thing to Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby was about to buy NBC. And they brought out what? That he raped some women. You feel me? But what happened? He was clear of the charges. Charges was, he paid the woman off. What happens to rehabilitation? You don't have no women coming up nowadays saying, You know, Bill Cosby spiked me 2 weeks ago. Nah, man, you don't hear no shit like that. But also, what y'all don't know, also about Bill Cosby, I'm gonna get into that too. Uh, it's a lot of things of why Bill Cosby was done the way he was done. So look out for the Bill Cosby update. I'll be doing that soon. But back to Michael Jackson. Yeah, man, Mike was the king of pop. He had everything. You know, nobody could have fucked with him. You know what I'm saying? Nobody could have handled Mike. So it's like Lil Wayne being at the top of his career. He's able to get features and get merch and stuff from everybody. When you hot, you hot. Everybody wants to work with you, or everybody wants to sell something to you, because they know that if they buy them selling it to you, either they can stay in business with what they sold you to, or you could give them a lot of money, and you know what I mean? Oh, that's the person that sold you the company, so now they name, it's all a gimmick. But the flip side to that is, if you have ill intentions, which Disney did, and we see the path that Disney is on. They make all these kids, drug addicts. They're uh, they're hit with they clone kids. They make their own kids. Like they lab infested. They fuck with embryos. Like Disney has always had a bad reputation. The people that work for Disney, the kid stars, the vast majority of them, they come out with stories that they're giving vast drugs, they're not really cared or looked after. And this is the company that destroyed or started to the ball bouncing to destroy the king of pop, Michael Jackson's career. So just imagine if there's 370 billionaires in America and only 17 of them are black, something's wrong. Something's up. Something's up. Michael Jackson, who turned himself white. Nigga ain't had no fucking vitiligo. That nigga turned himself white. Sammy Sosa did the same shit. You know what I mean? But unfortunately for Michael Jackson, that nigga family was a little bit too black. And his mind was a little bit too black. See, Mike knew that he was turning himself white, but Mike was a black man. You go back and listen to the nigga's songs, man. What Mike say, they wanna take, man, Mike had some songs that was revolutionary, man. I forget the one song where they changed the lyrics to it. But even The Man in the Mirror, Mike had conscious music. Yeah, Dirty Diana, Billie Jean. Yeah, but Mike had some real solid thoughts in his mind. So by him on the phone with his people, telling them what they can do with Marvel, Kanye West, I'm gonna show you how this shit go, man. Kanye West, trainer, ultra secret servant, Jewish dude, whoever the fuck he was. He wasn't supposed to be there. He was on some other shit. He was a plant. So Mike on the phone telling his Jewish cohorts, or to whomever, Mike on the phone with them telling them what they could do to Marvel, because they don't even know what they can do with it. And then looks what happens. Just because the man made it to where Mike was able to purchase Marvel doesn't mean the man was for Mike. Doesn't mean he was for Mike. Disney destroyed Michael Jackson in his career over Marvel. And whoever doesn't think so, let's think about it. Kobe Bryant, Black Mamba, Black Mamba Pharmaceuticals. Bill Cosby, NBC. Oh, you say Tyler Perry and his studios. Tyler Perry is heavily influenced by homosexual activity, homosexual media, so of course they'll give it to him. Dwayne Wade having parties of download, having parties, gay parties of download men at his house, of course they gonna fuck with him. But when you get somebody like Bill Cosby, who paid for the microphone and the loudspeaker for the March on Washington when Martin Luther King was standing on the Capitol speaking, Bill Cosby paid for that. Bill Cosby paid for that. Yeah, man. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. I appreciate it, man. I see y'all watching, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's good to get in the comments, man. You feel me? I got fire. Let's talk. Real talk. The only truth, man, that's really going to be talked and told, man. You know what I mean? And give it to you from a different perspective, man. All y'all tune in, don't tune out, man. Go back and show my love, my content some love. Y'all know what it is, man. Hey,